And I have to say that it's one of the best trips I've been on in terms of...
Michelle has a deep knowledge of colonisation here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. She brings that lived experience, that history, right here into the classroom in quite a unique way for geography.
When I first started work here at the university, none of the papers that I was involved in explicitly required me to have any Māori content at all. And naturally, of course, I developed that content. And so over time, I slowly incorporated more things into my own content areas, but also worked with the department to think about ways that we might increase the content in other courses that we teach and across the department as a whole.
She gives an enormous amount of time to us as Māori academics, I know, from many different disciplines across this whole campus. And she's inspired many of us in our own teachings to be brave and to be bold and to, with integrity, to really think deeply about what it is we're teaching and how we are teaching it and how we can do so in a way that really makes sense for this context of Aotearoa, New Zealand today.
What I tend to do is try to tell stories that students might be able to relate to, whether or not they know anything at all about Māori content, and that may be international students, for example, in the class. And so to tell stories that will open up a new spectrum of thinking for them and new ways of thinking. That's often quite eye-opening for students, just understanding that in the world of academia there's not just one Western way of undertaking research, but you can actually decolonise the way we think about undertaking research and take a completely different approach, turn things completely around, and that's translatable into the work that some of our students might do as appropriate.
She's a champion of people's aspirations, students' aspirations, so she'll put her full confidence in you.
No, that was a really awesome presentation. Really.
In my practice, I aim to allow students to reach their potential insofar as they can reach it, whatever that may be, and that may mean having quite different teaching practices in relation to individual students to ensure that they can move forward in the direction that is appropriate to them. So there's a lot of flexibility. The thing that makes me passionate about teaching is the potential that I see in it for transformation in society. It's a mission, if you like.